Mind of a maniac. You see where I'm at. No workout today. Recovery day. Gonna sweat a little bit of this shit out. It's your friendly neighborhood pusher man Chan. Once again. I want to talk a little bit about motivation today. Motivation. A lot of people ask me, how am I so motivated? What I gotta do to motivate myself to get better? I'm gonna talk about a couple of things that I do to motivate myself. So the first thing is in my business card I have this thing called desire, execution, discipline. It's all about what do you want, desire, execution, what are you willing to do to get it, and discipline, what are you willing to do to keep it. That's all it really is to any and everything in life. Once again, everything's connected. You have to really know what the fuck it is that you really want. And then after you figure out what it is that you want, you gotta figure out why. Why is it the reason, or why is the reason that you want that? Do you really know what it is that you want? And if you do you really know why? Is it something that you like, or something that somebody else likes, or something that somebody else expects you to do? If it is, you need to reevaluate your shit, fam. The execution part, though, that's the most important part. Because you gotta put the work in. The law of attraction is real, but you gotta put the work in. Faith without works is dead. I don't give a fuck who you are, where you from, how much money you got. In order to get to where you really want to be, you gotta put the work in. Execution starts somewhere. I don't give a fuck if you gotta have the blueprint. You gotta have your shit, like some type of brainstorm, something. Start somewhere. It starts right here, okay? Get it out some way, somehow. If you're trying to work out, start walking. If you're trying to want to be a rapper, just start writing anything, whatever the fuck that you want, like whatever comes to your head. Just execute some way, somehow. Take that step. And then afterwards, keep stepping, all right? The discipline part, though, what are you willing to do to keep it? Like Dr. Dre told all his rappers, Kendrick, Game, all that. Anybody can get it. The hard part's keeping it, motherfucker. Like, for real. Just like if you want to play, if you're playing sports, if you want to be in a starting position, like if you're a football player and you want to get on that field every Friday night, Saturday, or Sunday, you work your motherfucking ass off. That's what you want. You want the starting position, desire, executing. You put the work in. Now you done got the position. Now it's the discipline part. Now you done got the position. Now you got to keep the position, because now the target's on your back. Because even though they your teammates, they want your spot too. So now you gotta work twice as hard to keep what you work, like the work you put in prior. Now you gotta work twice as hard to keep that shit. That's all it is, fam. Apply that shit to everything else, all right? And speaking of the football talk, like I've always been motivated, even like as a kid, like. But when I played football, I was fucking fearless. Littlest nigga on the field, but I was fucking fearless. I would go against anybody on the field, because I knew it was the smallest. I knew I was going to get picked on and taunted and all that shit. So I'm like, I might as well just show no fear right now. Plus, I feel like I had the most to prove. I told y'all, my daddy was a fucking god, and that was actually one of my main motivations. I wanted to, all this shit placed on me because of him. I wanted to outshine him so much just so I can have my own fucking shadow. But we all see how that happened. But anywho, dream deferred. But now, like when I was on the field, like I wanted to just be better. Like when I look at people, I don't hate on people like that's better than me. When I see people better than me, I use that as motivation. Like, how can I get to where you're at? I'm not hating on you, homie. I want to get to where you're at because I see greatness. When I see greatness, I strive to be that. So anybody's better than me at anything that I do, whether it's music, sports, cooking, I don't give a fuck. Anything that you're better than me at, I use you as motivation. I'm not hating, okay? I'm not meaning to make this rhyme again. Once again, this shit just comes out. Rolling, got me stargazing. But, no, like I was furthest on the field. Plus, we had pads. This is not even though this is the most barbaric sport, we got pads on. After we get hit, we're going to get back up. Okay, there's cushion. We got helmets, we got shoulder pads, we got thigh pads. There's cushion down. So I was fearless. Like Like every time I was stepping on that field, I thought about this one quote that Adam Hutchins told me. He said, "Dynamite comes in small packages." I know he probably don't remember this shit because it was like, fuck, what, 15, 16 some years ago, probably longer. I was a freshman, he was a senior. He always told me dynamite comes in small packages. You don't need much dynamite to blow some shit up, and it'll do some significant damage. I always remember that, and I remember that in everything in life. Like I apply that that quote in everything in life. It doesn't take much to blow shit up. As you can tell, my little ass video made some noise back at home. Somebody's real mad right now. Oh baby. Oh, look at God. But yeah, man. I look at people better than me as shit. That shit that I do, and I don't hate. I use it as to motivate. Somebody who I really used as motivation too, who I looked up to, was my mama, because she was a motherfucking hustler and she was a grinder. I told y'all she's a motherfucking OG for real. She was respected by everybody from every race, and if you know anything about Lebanon, Lebanon's a racist place. But here we go rhyming again. But even like the people who like, no, it's not like it. You know the truth. We all know, we had race wars in schools and police coming in locking down shit, and that's just in my time. That's like the early 2000s. So I can only imagine back in the 70s and 80s what happened to shit. But and that's just in school. It's not like any parties and shit like that. But yeah, like she's respected by all those people, all those like white, black, especially the Asian, like in the factory world. Oh my God, Twila, I love you, Twila, son. Who did you have? Because she has fingered her hair and nails is did shorter than me. I'm 5'6" with Timberlands on. She's shorter than me. Gangster, straight gangster, dog, like for real. But yeah, it's like she grinded, and that's where I actually got my like music shit from for real. Cause her favorite rappers are Kumo D and all that, and but her charm, like people love my mama. They legit love the fuck out of my mama, and every time people tells me, "Chan, you're real charming," like it fucks me up because I don't know how to take compliments. When you tell me I do good, like I'm not an asshole. It's just I really legit do not know how to take compliments. Okay, so please forgive me. I'm not used to this shit. I'm not used to people telling me good job and shit. So when people tell me I'm charming, I'm like, am I? Like, I'm just being me. But that's where I got that from with her. Like, she's a straight hustler, dog. She always made shit happen, no matter what. She's a natural born leader, and she's an alpha female. Like, when she walks in the room, motherfuckers respect her. And she's lovable. Until you set some shit on fire, then she whoop your ass on Christmas. That's another story another day, though. We'll talk about that some other time. One thing I use as motivation, too, my biggest fear, I only have two fears in life, like I said. Number one, unfulfilled potential. I possess a lot of skills and a lot of shit. And even my landlord said, he said, I don't think I've ever met anybody who learned as fast as you do. Like, for real, like, that shit's scary. How the fuck do you just soak up and just learn and apply that quick? But unfulfilled potential and ended up like my daddy and my stepdaddy done been through that shit already. But I use that as motivation. Like, the harder you try not to be like somebody, the more you end up becoming like them. That's why I say I don't hate on nobody. I just use it as motivation to be like, it's just I use other people to look at. And the unfulfilled potential part, like I feel like I'm Kanye, for real. All the skills and the shit that I show y'all, like that's not even just the tip of the iceberg. That's just one speck of a glacier of the shit that I can do. Like, I can sit here the whole entire time and tell y'all, and y'all be like, what the fuck? Like, nigga, like, you borderline, like, crazy and genius for real, just like him. So, like, I remember sometimes, like, I would get drunk and just listen to songs and just pick out every single instrument, every single, like, sound and beat. Like, just sit there drinking whiskey, picking out each beat. Like, some Rain Man type shit. Like, whenever samples would come, I would know where the sample came from and, like, the difference between that sample beat, the original, and the new beat. Like, I remember one night I was in my cousin Josh Thompson's, we was in his car, and I was in there lit, as usual, on Crown. And Born Sinner from J. Cole came out, and he used the artist storytelling sample. And, which Outkast, my favorite rappers, like I said. And he was sitting there and said, that's Outcast. I said, yeah, but it's different. And I noticed like where the 808 would kick in. He was like, how the fuck did you know that difference? I'm like, how can y'all not hear this shit? It's like how people see me, how like they ask me, how can you do that shit? I look at everybody else like, how come y'all can't do this shit? But I don't know. That's why I say you gotta know who you are. Some people are just built different. It ain't our fault. It's just the molecular structure. But yeah, man, unfulfilled potential. If anything I think I could do, I try. I just try. I'd rather die and try than not try at all, which is one of the reasons why I was drinking too, because I knew I probably never have another chance, and I never tried. So just try, man. Just try. Ain't no L's, just lessons. Just lessons, man. Just use whatever didn't work, apply it to the next shit. In the movie House Party, the dean, he kept reiterating over and over again, time waits for no man. That right there, that alone right there should be enough motivation. Time's the most valuable thing we got. Once it's gone, it's gone. You can't buy it back. You can extend it though. Like if you're rich, like the rich powerful people, like the Rothschilds, the dude had like 5 heart transplants and shit, you can extend your time. Like, if you got the money. I ain't gonna lie. That's why having money is very, very important. Financial stability is important. But, yeah, like, you can extend it, but you can't buy no more. Once it's gone, it's gone. That's it. Like, a lot of people are chasing dreams that they had, like, years and years ago, but that time is gone and never coming back. It's dead and gone. So just focus on what you're doing right now and just apply it to the future. Like, I used to be, like, I am a dream chaser. Like, I am a dream chaser. You guys, anybody knows me. I try to get people to follow their own dreams and shit, but you can't force people to do something that they don't want to do, so all I can do is all I can do. But, yeah, time, use it well, man. Use it well. One thing that I really do use for motivation, getting denied. Like, a lot of people get denied at something and they get discouraged and it just throws them off track and shit. I don't. I use that shit as motivation. Like a couple of weeks ago, you can add Timmy Churchill. You can ask him. He can vouch for this shit. I went and hollered him about a truck. He knows I want a truck more than anything. I want a Dodge, but he worked at a Chevy dealership, but baby steps. I'm willing to take baby steps to get to where I want to be. I'm doing what I got to do to get to where I want to be or get the shit that I want. So I went and hollered at him and shit, and he pulled up a truck. And I ain't gonna lie, the payments that they want, out of my budget, so they ain't gonna be able to do it. I just went down there to see what he was talking about. And he told me, he was like, hey, dude, like, hey, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. And I told him the same thing. Say, I'm proud of you too, dog. Like, we both came from the country. We both out here grinding. We both done evolved and shit. But ever since that day, you can ask Timmy Churchill right fucking now. Ever since that day, as when I started uploading all these videos and shit, he can vouch that I didn't get discouraged. I doubled the fuck down because I believe in myself. I doubled the fuck down, and I will every single fucking time. Okay, so don't get discouraged. Just use it as motivation, dog. Just keep fucking pushing. I'm your pusher. One last thing too. Well, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it all over groove with y'all. I hopped on the elliptical for like 20 minutes. Low intensity, low speed. I just took my time. Like, it's a recovery day, so I pretty much I took that as an active recovery, so, oh, fuck, I'm built different, for real. But, yeah, last thing is, like Nas once said, life has a shorty, something be so rough. Like, a lot of us are just too hard on ourselves, for real. Shout out to my homegirl, Sean. She's the one that told me I was too hard on myself. So, yeah, like, life is hard. Just take a little easy on yourself, dog. I don't know shit, though. All I know is I'm a motherfucking maniac, and this is Mind of a Maniac. It's your friendly neighborhood pusher man, Chan. Like, subscribe, comment, all that shit. If you got any suggestions, comments, let me know. Hit me up. Any questions, let me know. I'm gonna go get something to eat. I'm hungry as shit. Fuck, I want a waffle.